Hello and welcome back everyone to Road to the Jade Dragon featuring Miao Ying. I'm Yin Yang Total War and today we have an extra special part 10 1 hour long episode where we are going to be fighting the Skaven of Clan Eshu. Now, if you missed the last episode, we had just taken Jingpo and had lost the City of Shugangen. Unfortunately to Master Sneak. Now, he did get the jump on us. We were hesitant to start a war with the Skaven, seeing all of their armies scattered around. We didn't want to engage them in direct confrontation without being completely prepared. They caught us with our pants down, and we are facing the consequences. But that is not going to stop Miao Ying from taking vengeance, especially when they took the city of Shugangen. That is not going to fly here, right? So, looking to the west, Yingzi Guo needs to start moving to reinforce the Storm Dragon. So she is going to Taizu, and that leaves the city of Shugangen without a governor. But that is not going to remain a truth. In fact, I am going to recruit Leonardo Catraza. Now, if you're thinking, why would you recruit Leonardo? You just went to war against this guy for, you know, seizing control of Shangyang. Isn't he going to just do it again? Well, no, he's not, because first off, now he has sworn his loyalty to the Storm Dragon, which he did not to the Iron Dragon because he is a fool and doesn't enforce his will upon others. He works through understanding and negotiation. We don't do that. They will bow to us or they will die. Also, looking at these Skaven, who are next up on our kill list, we're going to have to root them out of the Forest of the Moon, as well as eventually the Imperial Road. I had considered moving our two armies in conjunction to take the city of Shugangen, but I am concerned that when we move out of Weijin and when we move out of Mingzhu, we are going to expose ourselves to be picked off one by one. So they are going to hold in place. They will create a wall, and he will have to either come south or seek them out individually.
Lord Magistrate, reporting.
That being said, we are going to go ahead and increase our presence here. Let's not do spearmen, let's do archers. In Weijin, we do have a okay garrison, but I want to have a strong garrison and a strong garrisoning army. That way we can strike out and we can defend, right?
Against council orders.
All right, looking back at Jingpo, it is actually ready to receive some more buildings, so that is exactly what we're going to do. And our economy seems like it is in pretty good shape right now, so what we're going to do is we're going to build a training camp. Even though that's not really what I want this city to become, in the long run, that is what it's going to be right now.
Storm Dragon,
Lord of Yin and Yang.
All right, and looking at Miao Ying's army, it looks like Nanye Bunyo is ready once again to increase, and we're going to give him ballistics instructor. That's going to, let me show you if I can get it to stick. Come on, stick. There we go. It's going to give the entire army, well, all soldiers within his area of effect are going to have range plus 10%, which is going to be very helpful. I mean, just his range alone, right? 330, that's going to jump up to 363. If you look at, let's take a look at some of our troops.
Great efficiency.
If you look at our crossbowmen, their range is going to jump up, you know, well, I think I did the math wrong on his, but it's all going to jump up pretty high. So, and the sky jump, right? That's incredible. It's already got incredible range. It's just going to get better. So we're going to have to probably switch out our Iron Hell gunners for some for some more artillery, because in the last battle, that is what we sorely needed, was something to really shell those Skaven out of their hidey holes and into our spear wall. All right, and looking around the Empire, let's just make sure that we're building all of the buildings that we can, because, I mean, we've got the money for it, right? And let's take a look at these unassigned points. It looks like our caravan master is ready to roll, or he has finished, so we've got another caravan who's going to be ready to roll. What we're going to do is we're going to get them better scales and increase cargo capacity. That's just going to make them a better caravan, right?
An upper hand indeed.
All right, and finally, let's get someone moving on the Ivory Road. It looks like Yin Tuan Che, excuse me, is ready to go. So we're going to increase his to maximum, and we're going to send him on his way. Let's try that again. Let's see where we can send him. These 3 cities are going to be our highest output. Arengred is closer though, so that's where he's going to go. Dispatch you. And it looks like we are once again ready to go. And everyone, I do want to apologize that this is coming out later than I said. It's just one of those things, guys. I have so much going on that that managing a new YouTube channel, it just has to take a back seat. As much as I want it to be successful and keep it on a set schedule, sometimes you know, real life has to be in the way. So I do appreciate those of you who stick with me, and I hope that you're enjoying this. And I see a lot of people watching my Rome Let's Play as well, which I really enjoy, because it's you know, historical has been so underappreciated by Creative Assembly in the past, oh god, since Warhammer, really. Historical Total Wars are just, they just haven't put their best effort into it. And as much as I absolutely love Warhammer, and you guys know I do, the original historical Total Wars, right? I believe my first one was Rome. But the originals are, that's what got you hooked, right? And maybe a lot of you guys came in from the tabletop. I know that I used to play the tabletop too, but it was just a combination of 2 things that I love very much. Yeah, let's add an Empire Captain. Why not? The Legions of Nagash have absorbed the Drakenhof Conclave. Yikes. And Leonardo is already proving himself to be useful, which is good for us. And we have shifted into Yang balance, which is something that we'll need to take care of. How much did that shift us over? Okay, so we're in Yang +2. We need to reharmonize for sure.
Cathay will benefit.
And there's the Deathmaster right now. I figured that he wouldn't stay in the City of Shugangen for very long. We need to make sure that King Ji Kwang is ready for him. This is a Jade officer? I thought this was an Astromancer. Are we sure? Well, he certainly is a very strange Jade officer. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where the where we've got a mod conflict. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of him, actually. As cool as he looks. I'd rather have a real Astromancer, not a Jade officer masquerading as one. Oh. No.
Speed and unity win the day.
We do not have a hero that we can recruit from this province, which is unfortunate. What about from Nangao? Maybe not Nangao, let's do Nanli. And we have some alchemists that we can recruit. And we actually have a real astromancer, I believe. No, that's a Jade officer. we, we will unlock the astromancers here soon. And on top of that, we have the gate master as well. So I guess we could go with an alchemist, but who would we choose? Let's take a look. Martial artist. We don't really need someone from Yang, and I'll be so glad when that's not the when keeping a national balance isn't something that has to happen, right? Let's. Corruption. Solid. We will leave it for now. We'll leave that for now. Let's instead get him another unit. Let's see what we can get from allied recruit. And sorry about that, guys. I had to turn off my mic for a second to deal with something. I wasn't really contemplating this that hard. So let's see. We could always go for another unit of archers. So that's what we'll do. We'll just recruit another unit of archers. Because that can only help us against the Skaven. Which might be going up the mountain, might be coming to Mingzhu. I'm not entirely sure.
Not enough warpstone.
All right, let's go ahead and upgrade this building as well. And while we're at it,
I stand apart.
let's make sure that we get
Shaper
Yingzhiguo
of the eighth
out of the
wind.
desert.
Fly the Emperor's flag. Natural authority. Service
And
is
get her
every
some more
Cathay's
troops.
duty.
Let's see what we've got. We've got plenty of Jade warriors. We got plenty of Jade warrior spearmen. Let's actually, do we have no? Take a look at our diplomacy.
Lord Magistrate, on behalf of my great...
That's not gonna help me. Let's take a look at our ogre friend. You guys ready to be more than friends? No, you're not. Although, we could probably swing something. Wow, we're at war with a lot of people. What about the caravan of blue roses? Not quite. Not quite enough. Do we have any of them that are ready to take their relationship to the next level? Actually, let's take a look at Quick Deal. No thanks.
The overtyrant.
No. So Greasus is going to be the closest to
Celestial.
allying with us, and that's just not going to happen.
I have sailed the world.
I'm sure that you have.
Think me full?
And it looks like Arat is going to be going for the soft underbelly. So we need to have something in his way. The question is he going to shoot for the Terracotta Graveyard, or is he going to go straight for Wang Chang? I think that he's going to attack the Terracotta Graveyard, but you never really know.
Blame you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and recruit another lord. Let's see what we've got here. let me get... I could pull Vazgrat, but I kind of want him to be on the frontier of something. I don't really want him in the interior. We don't trust ogres like that. So... let's pull... let's pull Yao Chen.
This moment has been prepared. The Lord Magistrate stands ready.
He's going to be here. And then let's get another Shugangen and have them post up at Non-League. We'll create 2 small armies and we'll have them reinforce the garrisons at Terracotta Graveyard and at Wangchang. Now let's take a look at her. She is a Yang focus, so we're going to go with a Yin focus. No. Yes. Well, I've already said it. Let's make him a Yang focus. Oh. Tactician or fervent question. No thanks to the low corruption, as nice as that would be. I really don't like either one of them. I really don't like these two either. Oh no. Let's see what else we can get. What else can we get? I guess we could pull another Lord Magistrate. I suppose control would be pretty good. It's not really going to help our armies. But outside of this, they won't really be leading an army. So, Chow Ding it is.
This moment has been prepared for. There is no cause nobler.
All right. And actually, let's take a look at
Lord Magistrate.
these guys.
reporting. Lord Magistrate.
Rang Piao is fine.
Cathay etal. City Command.
But I've already got a guy who looks like this. So let's change him. No thanks, no thanks. Definitely not. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, let's go with that for him. And then, as cool as your eye patch is, there's another dude with an eye patch that looks way cooler. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's not an eye patch, that's just his hair. Oh, man. You guys don't even understand how much I'm liking his hair right now. All right. Now, let's take a look at getting some units recruited. While he's definitely more of a Yang guy, we're going to give him some Yin units, right? Actually, I think some Dragon Breath Gunners would be plenty Yang. But first, let's build out their armies with peasantry, because these guys have not earned the right to lead a bunch of hardened warriors. Not yet. or professional warriors. Let me say that.
Chosen by travelers.
Harmony above all.
Harmony above all.
That might be too expensive.
Celestial ancestors.
I would
The
like
dragon-blooded.
for Ying Jiguo to be able to move up and hold Jingpo while Miao Ying starts moving east. I don't want to abandon Jingpo to the forces of the Skaven because they're just going to retake it, and it's providing us quite a bit of money.
Dragon-blooded
So-
Shugangen.
Let's get her a few more troops, and then we will call this a turn. She has plenty of archers, but I do think that a couple more couldn't really hurt, right? Especially these repeating crossbowmen. I wonder why their upkeep is higher. I'll have to take a look at that. Why is everyone's upkeep higher?
Our efficiency.
Very confused. This is just supply lines?
Is a tactical disadvantage.
Well, regardless.
To the provinces.
Let's keep it moving.
She goes. All right. Now let's see.
Warden of the Great Bastion.
He moved in a direction that I was not expecting, but that doesn't matter.
It benefits the Empire.
Cathay etat. The Emperor calls upon.
Miao Ying.
Master of Feng Shi. Erect a shrine to our ancestors.
If I have you force
We
march.
must be tireless.
No, that's not gonna happen.
It shall be effortless.
Ready to defend.
But I know that they cannot reach Jingpo within one strike, so
The
We're gonna start
storm
moving.
abides.
now what probably will happen is that they will attempt to ambush us.
Check your weapons. Again.
favored daughter. Acceptable.
I would not put it past them
Against council
at all.
orders.
And we have once again lost vision of Deathmaster Sneak, so that's also going to be an issue.
Mobilize. Be on guard.
My men will live, as is
In death you shall be forgotten.
Wind Shaper.
And it doesn't look like we've got very much to do this turn.
City Command.
So, let's keep moving. Honestly, guys, I'm just happy that we can get through some turns here. One of the problems with fighting all the battles is that your campaign feels like it doesn't get anywhere anytime, like remotely fast. So, you know, this is actually good that we're having some interns. And we're facing a valiant defeat, speaking of battles. I think that we can hold, but you never know. And what kind of battle is this anyway? I bet it's a land battle. Yep, it sure is. That's gonna suck for us. But we're going to do the best we can, and we're gonna hope that Ping Ji Kwang can pull another victory. But enough talking about it, let's get into it.
Feel honored, for we fight for the Dragon Emperor. We fight for the Moon Empress.
And that is, well, I mean, I don't know if it's an inspiring speech, but it was definitely a speech. And when you know what you're up against, it's it's really all you can give. The fact that we're letting anybody outpace us in artillery is the true shame here. There they go with more menace below. And one of their assassins is already in our ranks, chopping people's heads off left and right. It's a little too much going on over here. And at the end of the day, I think it's just going to be the fact that we don't have enough inspiration to hold this army together, which is truly unfortunate. And regardless of how hard we fought or how noble the cause, it does appear that this battle is over and not in our favor. And a close defeat, although not valiant, or although not a devastating defeat, it no less devastates us as a nation. Clan Eshin has once again got my number. They were able to outmaneuver and outpower us. We couldn't maintain a front line or outmaneuver these guys. They're just too quick on their feet. So we're going to have to try a different approach, especially with Deathmaster Sneak pulling 157 Sneakage pulling 157 kills himself, 128 from the Eshin Triads, and then it just continues to be more devastating. The Night Runners just slaughtering us, and the Poison Wind Mortars, of course, but every one of them did amazing damage to us, and there was just nothing we could do, unfortunately. So, Bingji Quang has fallen, and with him, so has the city of Mingzhu. We have an underway interception. We could go ahead and fight this. But I feel like that would be a waste of our time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and auto-resolve. We've fought these kind of battles before, and they just end up being for nothing. So
The Emperor loves
he is dead. He didn't take anybody with him. I don't know who got the credit for killing him, but oh, Miao Ying got the credit for killing him. She dealt with him herself. Good. With our defeat at Mingzhu, we have some important decisions to make. For one, the reliance on peasantry seems to not be working in our favor, like at all. They are good, cheap troops, but against the enemies that we're fighting against, they seem to not be doing the job.
that way.
And yes, we will accept a trade agreement, even though we know that they are undead, right? That's not going to make a difference to me. They have a trade agreement with Basta. Okay, yeah, if the Bretonnians can do it, I can do it. I'm sure the Bretonnians don't even realize what they're trading with, but hey. Goodbye, Bingji Quang. And our harmony is back in yin. So, let's see if we can pull someone to balance that out. Alright, we could go with him. At least he'll be somewhat durable in a fight, unlike Bingji Quang was.
I I shall restore order. Your services are required.
Oh, and it looks like we have upgraded our barracks again, finally. So we'll definitely be pulling some
From here,
Jade
we
warriors
shall
from
plan.
that.
Obedience is all I ask.
But let's see what else we can do. First off, his description of his person doesn't match his
The Emperor
look, so
calls
let's
upon
give him a different one.
There is no cause nobler. None may refuse Cathay's call.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Obedience is all I ask. Your services are required. The Emperor calls upon you.
This guy does look like he'd be stronger than an ogre, so let's give it to him. We're going to give him the Astromancer Spyglass as well.
The defense effort has need.
And of course, we're going to give the Anchor Chain to Miao Ying. Take a look at these ancillaries. Already have that. We'll keep that with him. And yes, let's take that enchanted pterodactyl.
The Bastion's defense requires it.
And it looks like her killing of that Skaven
The
has earned us
Storm
a
Dragon.
upgrade. So let's do that as well.
Daughter.
Irrepressible. So we can start working on Quartermaster and Logistician.
I was born to wield it.
Zang zang. Let's continue making you a warrior. Because I'm going to need somebody
Our
who can
supremacy
fight
is
against
assured.
old Deathmaster. But to get some practice, let's kill his friend. Let's do that in just a second, actually. Let's
I yearn for my true form.
Adorn my chamber in finery. Dragon-blooded Shugangen.
We'll give her one turn in Jingpo, and then she will move out as well.
I will make my father proud.
And let's
Praise
get
Sigma.
Leonardo a couple units. We'll start with Bandits of the Silver Road. Is it cheaper to pull them from? No, absolutely not cheaper to pull them as local mercenaries. That would be good to have, but we're not going to use that right this second.
My siblings conspire. I will earn
He is not under huge threat, so let's give him some peasants in his retinue.
Enemies everywhere.
Lord Magistrate reporting.
The Lord Magistrate stands
And I know that I just said going with peasants all the time is probably a bad idea, but
Be
we've
on
got to
guard.
keep cheaply reinforcing these armies for now.
I think only of the great Bastion.
Lord Magistrate reporting.
And fortunately, Wei
Magistrate.
Jin is behind a sturdy wall, so I'm not as concerned with the Skaven coming over those walls. And we're going to upgrade the palace as well. Now,
The majestic
let's take our
defender.
vengeance. Of course he's running.
I yearn for my true form. Witness my...
Let's get at it.
Duty to defend Cathay on any front from which it is threatened.
And it is definitely threatened on all fronts here. We've got Skaven come across the river at 3 different points, but that is not going to stop us.
By the Emperor! More of them! My shadow held more bones!
Save my own back! No, we're covered!
And the Skaven just can't get out of here fast enough. But it doesn't matter. This is what happens when you fight the true power, the true might of Cathay. And Deathmaster Snakes will be next. And looks like Miao Ying has lost her cool, chasing the Skaven out further and further. This is this might be the Skaven's attempt to try to chop the snake off at its head, or the dragon in this case. But little do they know exactly what they're in for, right?
Halt! Halt!
And there they go. They have drawn her in deep, and now they're going to try to kill her off while she's out by herself.
Out of the sewers! Should we run?
I mean, honestly, if anything, it's very good skills on their end. It's what a ninja would do, right? But all they've done is piss her off because the dragon is awake. And that's going to be all that it takes to drive the Skaven off.
Not my fight.
And I will see you guys back on the campaign map. And a decisive victory. That's what happens when you mess with the real army of Cathay. And we'll be coming for the old Deathmaster here shortly.
We must break the spirits. The storm dragon.
And we're almost all the way back up to full stack. And while I would love to go and take Kunlan from the orcs, that is going to have to wait because we need to
The
wipe the
Emperor's
Skaven off the
chosen
face of the
daughter.
map.
The storm gathers.
And we're going to start by hunting the Death Master at Mingzhu.
A victory to savor.
As for Yingji Guo, it is time for her to start moving. Let's see.
It
Still
is
within
my
our province.
calling.
She's going to be moving on the Village of the Moon,
Pride is not undeserved.
and everyone else is going to hold fast.
The Lord Magistrate stands ready.
While I'd like to go ahead and upgrade the Terracotta Graveyard, we're not going to do that quite yet. Let's see.
Lord Magistrate, reporting.
We sure can. Alright, time to get a Gate Master in. Well, looks like we're back in balance. I don't know if I really want to get a Gate Master just yet, but I do want to pull one. That's a really good trait. Even if he is going to throw us out of harmony, let's do it.
The Lord Magistrate stands ready. Cathay etam. A most thoughtful strategy.
Lord Magistrate, reporting.
We got to do something about this guy.
We saw upon triumphant wing.
We'll go ahead and upgrade that. And we will wait until next turn so that we can, well, ooh. That is, that's going to really change up the game for us. I do want to have that. Let's hold off on getting that. So, instead, we will make this the Cavalry Center.
Yes, my lord.
I stand apart.
All right, and here's hoping we don't get hit by an ambush, but I have a feeling it's coming. He didn't ambush us. Well, I'll be surprised on that one. So what I'm thinking is that even though this is an hour special, what we'll do, since we don't have a whole lot of time, is I will make all of the episodes next week up into our finale an hour special, and
You
then
stand before the
hopefully we'll be able to
supreme
get
matriarch once more.
pretty deep into this campaign before the inevitable patch comes and destroys everything. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. And looks like we've got another fight on our hands with Gark, the Ogre Kingdom, so let's fight him.
Maintain harmony, and we shall prevail!
Hunger distracts them! They are divided and weak!
Hammer and swords, lad! That's all we need!
All right, and we've got our noble Empire Captain, who we will have to think of a name for other than Empire Captain. He's bringing that last samurai energy. And not Tom Cruise, the other guy. I can't remember his name. The Scottish guy who was up front with the rest of the troop when they were ambushed by the samurai. If any of you guys seen that movie, I'm sure that you have. And here they come, the only members of this army that are actually going to be worth anything, the ogre. And here come the rest of the forces now. And it does appear that this battle is already swinging out of their favor. If there ever was any favor for them to have. Ooh. And there goes our captain now. Ooh. And he is not taking kindly to these cavalry. But none of that's going to matter here soon because he is now isolated. And regardless of how strong he is, he can't take on this entire army, and he knows that. And it looks like that is going to be it for him. He's making his way out of the mosh pit. And it's time for us to get back to campaign now. And another victory for Cathay. We're going to go ahead and replenish that army. And our Yang is ascendant. That's no good. Now, let's see what we can do different. Or maybe we shouldn't do anything different at all. Hmm. Let's keep it pointed towards the Great Bastion so that we can keep that casualty replenishment going. Although it could be helpful to have the Dragon Emperor's Wrath. No. We'll do that.
Dragon-blooded Shugangen. Many feet, one purpose.
We should probably go check out the
Power
Celestial
is my
Monastery.
birthright.
The Storm Dragon.
And there he is, our nemesis. Deathmaster Sneak is going to go down. However, it looks like I am out of time for this episode, so we'll go ahead and call it here. We're going to quick save this, and we will open with a battle on the next episode. So, until then, as always, to all my friends, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, and good night. I'll see you. Thanks again to everyone for watching. I really couldn't do this without the support of my family, friends, and everyone who is helping me take my dream of becoming a content creator to the next level. I believe this channel will only get better as time goes on, so if you want to aid me in this journey, all I ask is you do what the kids say.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
Thanks guys, and we'll see you in the next one.